Yes, friend. How are you? How have you been? It's a Monday morning. I can see the sun is out. Let me say like always, because the sun comes out and then in a few hours time the sun will disappear, and then again in another few hours time there'll be rain. So it rains every day, each and every day. Yeah, and we have to be grateful for that. Remember, like I normally tell you, there are times that you see the soil here in the village is, if it has not rained for even let me say just 3 days, 3 good days without rain, there is dust everywhere. Yeah, there is so much changes just for 3 days. So imagine if it stops raining for about 3 weeks or maybe a month. It will be very bad. Yeah, very bad for we, the people living in the village, because wells end up drying, and then getting water is very far. Like you go for about 1.5 kilometers and then another 1.5 kilometers back. So that it's very, very hard. So we have to be like grateful for the rains. So friend, I also see, yeah, you see this now the effects of rains. See this a brick over here, and then the rains are making it to the rains have actually made a hole, as you can see, which is not really good for this wall. Yeah, so this hole here has to be filled very soon to avoid losing the whole brick, you see. And when this begins, this is a very bad sign. Also on this other side, it's similar. It's that brick over there. That is the effect. Those are the effects of these rains. So we are supposed to at least do something very early, like very, very early, to avoid this wall from coming down. It's normally said that it's cheaper and easier to do repair than to build the whole thing. So we have to do something over there. It's very urgent. Very urgent. Okay, what I'll do is I'll also go around and check maybe if there is another place that needs similar attention, like immediate attention. Now I'm also at times I wonder, like, why? You see this our latrine over here. So the bricks that were used to build it, they are very stable, very strong, still intact. And it was built a long time ago, like, well, is it 10 plus years it has been here? And the wall has not even finished. After what the period that this loo has been here, similar to our house. So it looks like the bricks that were bought to do this job, they were substandard bricks. That is according to my conclusion, because a brick is not supposed to be affected by water. Like, it's not. I do not think it's supposed to be. So before that, also friend, here is a plant, a small plant. Yeah, this one over here. I planted it a few weeks ago. I weeded it just the other day when we were applying manure on our crops. These sticks are old, they cannot really protect it, but I hope there is also another one. Remember the last time I was on that place and I told you there was one, and then I pointed to this direction and showed you there is another one over here. So this wall, yeah, there are also some cracks over there. There is a space whereby you can see through. This wall, it's like it's crying. It needs attention. So something is supposed to be done here to avoid it from collapsing. I'm trying to find a way out of here. Although we are still the ones that normally say like we are not supposed to make. Yeah, this is where we buried Hope. This spot. I can see a lot has grown on her. May she rest in peace. Yeah. This is what we did from our previous videos. Though I said we'll revisit it in a few weeks time, like a month. I also I skipped this one. Oh my. So there was some too towards this other end. Here we still have what we call onions. Yeah? These are onions, friend. These are onions. So I'm trying to get out of here so that we can go through the wall and see the extent of the damage of the rain on this wall. And also my neighbor's wall was actually put here a very long time ago. So they used very good bricks, unlike ours. So bricks, look at that. Yeah, this is messy. They are messed up. Look at this. Look at this. This is not good. Look at that. Not good at all. Yeah? Look at it. So this wall needs to be plastered or something. Yeah? It really needs. You see, with time, the water will wash away these bricks. Oh my. So it's happening all over. Not just here. Look at this. That one. That one. This bad. This is not good. This is, look at that. This is not good. Everywhere. They want to form some holes. Look at this one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh my. Yeah. This is not really good. If we do not do something very soon, in a few years' time, we will not have this wall over here. We won't. Yeah. Okay, so friend, I'll not proceed to the upper side because the wall ends somewhere here where this plant is. So also that is, you see, that is where I sleep. That is my house. And the funny thing is, it has no such things. So what does that say? That says the bricks that were used over there, they were good bricks, and the bricks that were used to build this wall, they were substandard, not good bricks. Yeah, there you see something a bit similar to our neighbor's wall, but just a few bricks, and the rest of the wall is fine. Anyway, friend, away from the bricks, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Ino Mark 29. Yeah, you can call me Ino, you can call me Mark, or you can call me 29. Those are my names. I accept them all. So I hope you're doing great, you and yours. And if this is your first time to be here, kindly take a few seconds and subscribe. I see while watching the video, there is an option down there that has written subscribe. So kindly press it, and I'll be very, very grateful. Also, friends, after you subscribe, kindly take a few, during your free time you can watch our videos. We normally do videos like every day. Although at times I am late to upload videos, so that is on me. I'm working on that. Yeah, I'm working on my lateness to upload videos, so I apologize for that. I hope you forgive me for that. Yeah, so this is my neighbor's farm. He's planted what we call corn in bananas. So in a few minutes ago, a while ago, I was actually eating what we call sweet banana. There is a sweet banana that I planted in my father's land, his ancestral land now. The one that parents hand over to you, so your ancestral land. There is a sweet banana that I planted over there. I believe if you normally watch our videos, there are times that we go there to pick bananas or harvest bananas from that farm. A while ago, I was enjoying a sweet banana, so this farm reminded me of that. So friend, I'm also seeing like my father cleared, there was a bush over here, so I cleared it, because he plugged on the other side here. Also this side. I've not really asked him what he's planning to plant over here, but as I normally say, he has a plan with this. You see this stump over here, this tree stump, it normally never regrows or regenerates after you cut it. It's not similar to gum trees. Those ones, okay. Oh, I've seen something that is not common here. Let's get closer and see what's happening over here. So this is also my neighbor's house, homestead. What I like about this neighbor is he's very vigilant. Very vigilant. Which is also good. So friend, what I saw is here. Let me show you. So while I was coming down, this area is slopey. I discovered this. Look at that. This is a tree which is bent in a very abnormal way. Look at that. So from down here you can tell it's bent. And soon it might fall, but the good thing is it will not fall on somebody's homestead. You remember the last time when there is a video that I did and I told you there were trees that were on that side where the smaller trees are, and those trees fell on top of that roof, which was really bad. But the good thing is we cut them down up to this here nearby, and then there were also some on the other side. We also had to cut them for their own safety. Also, I could advise that if maybe you're watching this, the thing is you're not supposed to plant trees near your house or anybody's homestead. So for example, look at this tree. It's about to fall. It's bent. But the good thing is it's very far from that homestead, so it won't get there even if it falls, or maybe that one over there. But it needs to be cut down. You see, it might even fall on somebody, which is a bit more riskier. So let's get close and see. This tree is so big. Why is it falling? What could be the problem? Look at this, friend. There are some what are these? These are cracks. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, this because of the rains, the heavy rains that we normally experience here. So soon, very soon actually, it will fall. Like no doubt. Very soon it will fall. And I hope that before it falls, we will bring it down. Yeah, also bringing this tree down actually, friend, you have to pay somebody to cut it. It's so big, and maybe in a few years time we could have gotten timber from it, but anyway, it is what it is, right? So for the safety of each and every person, you see, it might fall on somebody. Yeah, you might be passing here unaware, or maybe your mind is somewhere else, very far away. And then it falls on you by accident. So that is the reason as to why it needs to be brought down. Alright, so far from that, here we are, friend. Life in the village. Now the trees also, these trees over here, they provide a very nice shade. Look at that. Yeah, when it's too sunny, this is where you can come and at least relax, enjoy the peacefulness. This one's also here needs to be cut before they grow too big and then fall to that roof over there. So friend, the heavy rains comes with they come with what we call, they are good, at the same time they come with some repercussions, let me say that. Yeah, this is where we normally tie our cows to graze. This not strong enough. Yeah, the fresh and when tied to this can pull it up and uproot it and go to somebody's farm and eat either napier or crops. So we need to at least like knock it down and fix it like strongly. So I hear there is a neighbor's son over here. I've heard him talk and he's supposed to be in school. So let me go and check him because they normally use my phone to communicate with their mother who's back in the city. Yeah. Nagiwa? Nagiwa ko.
Chwe.
What's are you chwe? Kata your mommy. Oh, the thing is, he's telling me he's been sent home money, so I normally call their mother using my phone. So I'll pause the video first. We talk to the mother and then we'll continue filming. Okay, so friend, we are done. Luckily, you see, at times when we call the mother, she's at times working, so it's normally not easy to get hold of her. But today we've managed to, and she's spoken to the boy, and she's told him she'll send some money so that he can pay for his, I think he's been sent away from school to come home and get exam fee. Yeah, and also they have so many going on in their family, like each and every family. Yeah, they all have a lot going on. So far from that, friend, there is a yesterday night after my stream, I went to the internet and then I got very surprised. Like somebody is going through a lot, and people instead of people at least maybe ignoring or maybe trying to maybe the worst, the least you can do to somebody when he or she is going through a lot is you're supposed to at least be human and be kind. Yeah, you do not really necessarily have to maybe comfort or anything, but you at least need to be kind, man. So somebody is going through a lot and you're putting salt on the wound. That is really bad, man. Friend, yeah, let's not be inhuman. When somebody is going through something, we're supposed to, if maybe you are negative about this guy, you can ignore, say nothing. And if maybe you're a friend, just whatever you say, consider, be kind, in short. Let's be kind. Yeah. So yesterday I saw some news whereby a very big YouTuber in our country here, I normally watch his videos. So the wife actually decided like, I'll part with my man, and she did it on the internet. Like she recorded parting, like separating from the father of her son. Anyway, friend, what my message was, let's be kind. So I do not want to talk about that because I have zero idea of what happened between them. But what I'm wishing him is blessings and a happy 2026. You see, like such things actually happen and we cannot really dwell on that. So the best is you move on. Yeah, you do not try to like go to court or maybe like you want custody of your child. It will be messy. You see, it will be messy. So the good thing is you just flow with it, but support support your child, but do not try to get custody. You'll never get it. Anyway, far from that, my friend, we are in the village. Yeah, and I see a car over here. So does this neighbor of mine really change cows each and every time, or maybe does the business of selling and buying cars? Because the other day when we passed here, there was a very small and beautiful calf over here, and then today I see a different one. Anyway, that is none of our business. We are only making videos in the village and enjoying the nature. So there is a microphone that is very loud from this side. Yeah, looks like it's what do we call it? A contribution, funeral contribution. Yeah, that normally happens here in the village. Yeah, it looks like I'll create a time when I'll be filming my videos, because right now as I'm filming, the sun is above me and it's not really the cold. Yeah, the quality is poor, very poor. Yeah, so these guys here, they are carrying what we call napier for the cows. Yeah, also carrying napier actually, friend, is not an easy task. I believe you remember there is a time from our previous videos, there is a time we went to, actually, was it here? No, there is a farm that is my father's farm that is on this other side. So we went there to get napier, and then it was not easy. So that normally happens. So friend, kindly let us try to be kind to each other, because it doesn't cost much to be kind. Yeah, and whatever you say, consider the other person. Don't be selfish. And also when somebody is hurting, the least you can do is comfort them. Yeah. So last night I was really very surprised about that news, but excuse me, it is what it is. Like, life has to continue, and we also have to move on from that. So what I'm doing is I want to make my way to the other side, and then I'll go and take what I'm actually supposed to see something or fetch something. Not actually fetch, I'm supposed to take something. Yeah, I had to stand there because there is a lady who seemed like she was very afraid of what I was doing. I will see the videos that I'm talking about, so let me at least use the front camera. Yeah, so friend, this camera is definitely, well, yeah. So these people have done their first weeding. See, look at that farm. This corn and beans, they are planted nicely, like it's supposed to be. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you know.
So friend, yeah, like we normally say, you are supposed to say hello to people. Though there are people who you can say hello to them and then they'll keep quiet. Yeah, that happens as well. So the good thing is you did your part. Very nice, very nice. Life in the village. Yeah, this is Nyamira County. Yeah, my beautiful county. So I also realized something, that there, you see, in this county, okay, let me say in this region, Gusii region, we also have regions in Kenya that resemble it, like exactly in Western. Yeah, the trees, the vegetation, like if you saw it on video or maybe on picture, somebody might think that this is the same area, but very different. Yeah, like they have, you see, bananas, they have arrowroots, they have avocados, they have these gum trees over here, this tall one. I was very surprised, like this area looks exactly like Gusii, but it's in Western. So Gusii is in Nyanza region, and then we have Western. So I was really surprised. Yeah. Anyway, I can see somebody like my aunt. Tembiega. Sawa sawa. Yeah, I saw her on the farm doing some weeding. You see, it's a season to do what we call weeding. So this is also Napier over here. Yeah, it's also been a while since we used to this route. Yeah. So this is also my uncle's piece of land that they passed on a very long time ago. But the wife used to be around, and then I don't know if she's still around, and the kids, I mean the children, so now my cousins. Amazing. Wow. Looks like they made a hole beside the door. I have no idea why. Maybe they lost the key and then they had to open. So this is the advantage of actually these houses. You can lose a key and then you do not break your door down. You just make an opening beside your house. And it's also the reason as to why many people avoid building such houses, because a thief can like break the wall. Yeah, though rarely. Yeah, rarely. So people mostly prefer like houses built using bricks. So friend, I actually wanted to make my way down, and then I changed my mind because the mother to the young boy that I talked to promised to send money for him. So I want to at least hang around so that when I immediately receive the money, I take to him so that he can go back to school, because it's actually 10 in the morning. So immediately I get the money, instead of going very far and then I've been sent money and then coming back will be also another, I'll have wasted this time. So that is what I want to avoid. So whatever I wanted to go and check on, can hold on so that we hang around. Yeah. So friend, this is actually coffee plantation planted in beside what we call Napier. That is what is happening over here. Also, coffee brings actually a good money. They get good money from that, from the sale of coffee. Yeah. Amazing. And also, we have a certain area over here whereby they normally sell local brew. I do not want to shout that. Maybe the owner can hear me, and then if it happens that the police come today to this place and then they arrest that person, as it's not really allowed. So if they arrest them, they'll blame me like, oh, you are the one who recorded us, so you are the enemy. No, that is none of my business. You sell what you want to sell. Let the people who are coming to buy what they want to buy. But I am not involved in that. I am not a snitch. I do not snitch at all. Ever. I learned that from a very young age. Like, snitches ain't good people. So I don't do that. Yeah, I only told you about it because I believe you are maybe... I believe there's no police officer, police woman who is watching this. Alright? Anyway, and I'm not mentioning this area. So when I said I'm in Nyamira County, Nyamira is so big. Yeah. It's like a tiny insect went through my nose. And it's giving me a hard time. Oh my. As a friend, we are going up the hill. Yeah. Amazing scenes. Excuse me for that. Yeah. And now, I believe we've dealt with it. Now I'm good. Now we are good. Wow. Yeah, at times I assume like I'm used to walking through the hills, and then after maybe I do not do it maybe for a week, and then I'm very very tired. Anyway, here we are, friend. I used to ask myself, why do people normally harvest and then they leave sticks on the farm? So it's because they want the beans to tie themselves around those sticks. Yeah, that is the reason. Habari yako? So that is the reason as to why they normally leave these sticks, like not really sticks, but maize stalks. Yeah, they normally harvest maize and then they are very tall stalks. Look at that. So they are left there because the beans will like hang themselves onto them sticks. Yeah, I learned that the other day from my mother when we were doing the planting on the other side. She told me we are leaving the sticks at the stalks so that the beans, you see the beans are planted close to. So when they grow tall, instead of maybe growing on the ground, you see, growing on the ground at times they spoil. So that is the reason as to why they leave stalks. Yeah. So I believe you've also learned why they cut the maize stalks halfway. Life in the village, it has so many surprises. Amazing. All right. Oh, there is a neighbor of mine who actually came to me in the morning. They wanted to check if they could use the neighbor wanted what we call Wi-Fi. So they came to our place and then they wanted to know if maybe they can tap from there. The neighbor just lives across. And then they found out it was not possible, so they had to again go down where we tapped it from. There is something like what do we call it? It's not, definitely that is not a transformer. So I have no idea actually. I never did. I did physics in Form 1 and 2, and then I dropped it because it wasn't my thing. Yeah, so anything related to electronics or maybe such things, I have zero knowledge about it. So, but the good thing is I see they've done it. Looks like they got it, and that is great. So the area is developing day by day. Yeah, so that is the good thing. Yeah. We all need that, like the Wi-Fi connection, internet connection. It really helps big time. Amazing. Yeah. So friend, I'm still sticking around, waiting to receive the money for that small boy. Yeah. And I hope that he will get it very soon. Amazing. Yeah, Gusii region to the world. Look at that. So a few minutes ago, there were actually so many people picking tea in this farm. So right now, I only see one, around two. Yeah, actually one. And then I believe these are his cows. All right. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So this is just around our place. Just around our place. Enjoying the people are actually two. I said one and I've seen there is another one. A lady actually who's looks like she's the wife to the guy. So she's helping him out. I believe the guy was hired to black tea and then he decided like my wife is around so she'll come and help me, which is also a good thing. Like a wife is actually supposed to be a helper to the husband. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so friend, actually it's like the more I walk, the more I get bad news. You see the boys behind me? They actually, most of them are my cousins, and they're telling me that they've also been sent away from school. They've been asked to go home and bring money. So now they are explaining to me, I never wanted to put them on camera. They're telling me that they were sent from school. They were told to go home and get exam fees, and there is also one who's been told to go and collect like school fees. So they came home from school, and then the parents told them, go back to school and tell the teachers, like right now we have no money. So they went back to school. After getting to school again, the teachers told them, go back home and collect money, come with money. So unfortunately today's on a Monday, so for them they cannot really be allowed to be in class. So they cannot be allowed to be in class. So although at times, you see, also there is a time that I was their age. There was a time that you could find that maybe my parents have not paid fees, and then there are times that you would find that they had paid fees, and then you see other children being sent home, and you wish you were sent home. Like there is some excitement, yeah, when you see such. Like you see people being sent home. Maybe your parents have paid your school fees, and now you also want to go home, yeah. The children behavior. Anyway, friend, yeah, that is what's happening right now. But let's hope that the parents will get money and then they'll pay for their fees and everything will be alright. So friend, I'm still around. I haven't received the money for that small boy over there, but we are still waiting and hanging around. So I believe you also remember this area. There's a church. Okay, I'm not going to say the name of the church because there's a place that we passed by, and then I told you this place here sells liquor, and that's the normal liquor, the local brew. So we'll move from this shade over here. There's somebody who hates cameras around her place. I do not want her to begin yelling at us. Let's just walk around this place and see what's around. You can see there is a very huge space behind this building. So this is a church over there, and now this used to be like a school, a private one. So let's just walk around. Yeah, I see there is a path behind it. So what we'll do is we will like go this way, then down, and then when we get to the other side, we'll try now to access it using this side over here, this one here, the one that I told you about. All right. So I'm also, before that, I'm also surprised that you see the church looks like the church uses a single phase type of electricity. So same to we. But there are times this church over here has electricity and on the other side we do not have. So this is the only building that has a double phase. You see that it's thicker than this one. So this speaks a lot, like the electricity that is being brought to this building is very powerful. Anyway, friend, away from that, far from that, said we were to tour this place. Yeah, and that will actually be the title of our video today. Yeah, touring the nearby church. So this church has another building over here. Like I told you, this building used to have a school in it. So let's check it out if maybe the school is on or not. Yeah, look at that. It looks like maybe this might be offices or what. Huh? They're very tiny rooms. Okay, inside here, you see those smaller chairs, the plastic ones. They used to be for children who are studying here, the smaller ones. And on the other side, look at that. It looks like a wall, maybe. Not like. There is a wall and then it has some stickers on it. And then here, this place is a mess. This place is a mess. What do we have here? This used to be a classroom. You can tell. All right. I also believe that what I'm doing is not really good because this is a private property. But anyway, we are making a video and we are not making it for ill intentions. So there are staircases over here. And this area is locked. There is a big door over here. And there's a padlock. A very huge one. So we cannot access it. We'll go back. Alright. Yeah, so we go down these stairs. Yeah, there should be a guard over here, some rails, yeah, to prevent accidents. Though it's not that big. Also here, I have no idea what used to happen inside here because I can see something like a bed. And then what do we have here? Also another classroom. So this was like somebody's project. Look at that. The wall is very new. It has not been written on. And the space is very, very big. That looks like another classroom. Very big. Alright, so this is the outer side. Yeah, this from the outside. Whenever the church has a function, this is actually where they normally come to, the preachers, and then they put chairs along this place, and then this is where they preach from. So the congregants normally sit on this field. Is very big, very huge, up to the other far end over there. So this is where the preacher preaches from. Also we have another space over here. So friend, you see this land, this all space here, this is somebody who surrendered their land so that they could have a church, which is a very nice thing. Yeah, very nice. This is the area, so where the preacher preaches from. Amazing, amazing, very nice. And then obviously every church has to have loos. So these are their loos. Obviously we will not go inside, just having a look. No, actually, you see these loos over here, they belong to this project. So they are not for the church. So look at that. Amazing, amazing. So the loos that belong to the church, I'll show you them. But these ones over here, they belong to this project. So they're two different different places. Let me use that name. Yeah, it's one under the church. This is a structure that was supposed to be used to hold a tank that will transport water to the washrooms. This structure over here. And then this path is very narrow. Very, very narrow. Okay, anyway. Now you see there's some barbed wire here. So that is the tank. You cannot really see because it's very dark in there. You have to be very careful passing through here. It's a lot of timber. Looks like whenever it's raining, water really runs through this area. Look at that. I told you there are structures like beds over here. There they are. They're actually beds. So the reason as to why, friend, I'm keeping it cool or down is because I do not want to get a lot of attention. So somebody might say I'm here to record and then maybe expose some people. Yeah, that is what I want to avoid. Like, yeah, I've actually found money here. This is 10 Kenyan shillings. Yeah. Yeah, it's real money, friend. Real money. So later on, I'll tell you what somebody can buy this money with. So we are on the other side, where we began from. Yeah, friend, I still have the money that you see, it's written 10 bob, 10 Kenyan shillings. So this money here, friend, I can use it to buy airtime. Yeah, we have airtime for 10 shillings. I can use it to buy something like mandazi. Yeah, for For the people who are maybe in Kenya, they can tell you mandazi can go for 10 shillings, 10 Kenyan shillings. So this is how a Kenyan 10 shilling looks like. Yeah, that is the church. So we will not peep through the church. We will not. Just giving them their privacy. So the loose for this church are actually here. And speaking of 10 bob, the 10 bob, you can also buy cooking oil with this coin over here, cooking oil. You can buy tomatoes for 10 bob. You can buy, like, it's not as small as it appears. So this is the loose for the church, the ones that I told you earlier on about. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I can see it's around 12:24, so children are coming from school. Nice. Oh, so friend, yeah, and that is the church. So we've taken a tour around the church. It's the very first tour. I've never taken you around this church, but today I hope you enjoyed that tour. Very nice, amazing. Without also forgetting, friend, so this church here, it has like two entrances. This is the first one, and then there is another one on the other side. Yeah, so there are two in total. And now this is the external, or let me say the outer side. Yeah, there is also a ditch over here, very huge one. If somebody is not really careful, you might end up in that, especially the drunkards. Yeah, you'll find yourself in that ditch. And also you see there is a blue building, a building that has a blue roof. That is Kibirichi. That is the place that we had spots on the other day. Yeah, over there. So I remember I showed you, I stood there and then I showed you this road over here. This now the outside part of the church. Very tall trees. I told you today the title was to be taking you around the church. Yeah. A tour of the church. So these are their washrooms, like I told you earlier on, and this is an entrance. So people who normally come from this area down here, they can access the church using this, and the ones that come from the other side, they can access the church using the other side. Let me show you where it is. I also believe I told you earlier on, but it's good to show it again. So this somebody's homestead. So these are the people who gave this land so that the church could be built. Yeah, so I can see it's like there are visitors on this side. So I'll not take videos. I told you the videos that we are making, they're not like legally videos. They're videos just for fun. And some people might take them like we are trying to spy. So that is the reason as to why we do it. Can I say off book? Yeah. So there was a time I actually thought this beach over here, yeah, maybe from this side you cannot really see it clearly. Let's take around, like a look around. So I used to think that maybe it was put here to like a dumping site where they would dump their dirt, but It looks like not. Also looks like somebody used to come and collect what we call what is it? Maram from this area right here. Anyway, friend, that is the look around the church. I believe you will enjoy the video. Now this place here actually looks very calm, good shade. Yeah. Whenever there is too much sun, like right now, it's very sunny. Very, very sunny. So you can come here and rest. It's actually beside a road, you can see. So you can come and rest over here. Amazing scenes. Very, very amazing. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, the sun is really hot, very, very hot. But everything has to go on as usual. Yeah, there is very green just around. Yeah, very quiet place. This is why I actually love this area. Eh? I'm behind. Radio. Away school. So they are telling me that the school, there is a school over there. It has Wi-Fi. Kibirichi actually. Kibirichi High School and secondary school and primary school and junior secondary. Amazing. Yeah, so friend, I believe now we are done with making the video. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll first check if maybe I've received the money, and then because it's lunchtime, trace that young boy immediately, and then go withdraw the money, or maybe if I happen to have the cash in my place, I'll give him, and then yeah. So friend, thank you very much for being part of the video. We will meet in our next video. Remember to subscribe and also keep peace. So bye for now. My name is Ino Mark 29.